A Universal Interactive Studios production. Developed by Traveler's Tales. Crash Bandicoot, The Wrath of Cortex. Cortex.
Cain refused the sacrifice.
Where am I? Is the usual question. In your case, when might be more apt.
Very well, you old snake. If you'd prefer I use my bare hands...
Well, this is completely unexpected. This orb disables our vampire enemies, leaving them helpless and incapacitated. Strangely, it seems to have the same effect on that peculiar weapon of yours. But you must believe me. I mean you no harm.
You can drop the benevolent facade, Mobius. I know who and what you are. I should kill you where you stand.
Perhaps you should, my boy. But you don't.
Are you so certain of that, Mobius?
My role as Time Guardian affords me a certain level of omniscience, Raziel. No, you don't kill me. That honor belongs to your maker, Cain, some 30 years from now.
You two are a pair. You're just as fatalistic as he is.
Death comes for us all, Raziel. It's just a matter of time.
How is it that you know my name? We have never met.
On the contrary, Raziel, I know you very well. And it grieves me to see how cruelly Cain has used you. I knew you when you were one of the Sarafan Brotherhood, Raziel. We were even close.
Oh, please.
Fortunately, you need not love me now to be my ally.
Are we within the stronghold of the Sarafan priesthood?
Yes, but the glorious days of the Sarafan have long since passed, I'm afraid. This is a more cynical and indecorous age. My mercenary army now inhabits this stronghold. We strive to honor the memory of the Sarafan with our own humble crusade.
Is this the vampire Vorador?
Yes, the scourge of the Circle, the most depraved and decadent example of his whole degenerate race. He slaughtered 6 of my fellow Guardians as they cowered defenseless in this room.
And you somehow survived this massacre?
I and 2 others. The Circle was devastated. Only we 3 were spared.
How convenient. You'll forgive me if I don't naively devour every scrap of information you toss me. You have a reputation for deceit.
And who has slandered me, sir? Your malefactor, Cain? The one who betrayed and destroyed you? Our common enemy? Consider the source before you judge me too harshly. We'll forget about rekindling our old friendship then. But consider an alliance based on our common ground. We both want Cain dead. I can help you do it.
You don't want to meddle in this, old man. I know all about your sordid little schemes, but you're simply out of your depth on this one.
You underestimate me, Raziel. Let me show you. Even now, Cain is lying in wait for you, unaware that I've snatched you out of the time stream and brought you here to me. See how he lingers at the very pillars he is destined to destroy, foolishly confident that he has eluded your grasp.
The pillars are still standing in this time.
Yes, Raziel. They are the embodiment of the divine force which preserves the life of our world. We who serve the pillars maintain their delicate balance, and Cain is destined to be the fulcrum upon which that balance turns. I believe you have already endured the wasteland wrought by his terrible, selfish decision. Cain's very existence is a cancer upon this world. As long as he lives, all of Nosgoth is in peril. You may never again be human, Raziel. But you can re-embrace the essence of your humanity and the nobility of your Sarafan heritage. Go to him, Raziel, and end this. But first, you will need to find your way out of the stronghold, and in this, I'm afraid I cannot help you. My soldiers will not understand your appearance here. They will try to kill you. You needn't fear them, of course. They're no match for you. Try to keep the casualties to a minimum. But do what you have to do. All great movements require a few martyrs.
Alone now, I surveyed my surroundings and noticed a second time-streaming chamber. Its entrance identical to the first, but with one distinction. That crystal was significant, but how? I had not yet discovered. Throughout the stronghold, I discovered evidence of my former nobility and my life as a Sarafan priest. This was the heritage so foully stolen from me when Cain raided my sacred crypt and defiled me. Away from the influence of Mobius's cursed staff, I could feel the strength of the Soul Reaver slowly returning. If that orb was as debilitating to vampires as it was to the blade, it gave Mobius a powerful advantage over his enemies. I finally understood how Mobius's crusade could decimate the vampires so successfully. If he could immobilize his enemies, they were at his mercy. But why, I wondered? The staff have any effect on the Reaver?
Here it comes! Prepare to die!
So this was the legendary Janos Audron, reputed to have been the most ancient and diabolical vampire to have ever existed. According to folklore, he lived high in the cliffs of Nosgoth's northern mountains and preyed mercilessly on the defenseless villagers below. His reign of terror ended when the Sarafan finally hunted him down and tore his throbbing heart from his still-living body. This relic came to be known as the Heart of Darkness, and was supposedly imbued with the power to restore vampiric unlife. The Sarafan therefore guarded it carefully, lest the heart fall into the hands of their enemies. But I wondered, could Janos Audron truly have been as monstrous as depicted here? Or was this merely artistic license by the Sarafan, who sought to lionize themselves by demonizing their darkest enemy? Strange how my history came full circle. This chapel, I realized, was a memorial to my former Sarafan brethren and myself. All of us martyred here, and then so cruelly profaned by Cain when he imposed his gift on our noble corpses. For the first time, I beheld the image of my Sarafan self, memorialized here among my fallen comrades. It tortured me to see how noble and pure I had been, and what a vile phantasm I had become, and a profound sense of injury, of loss and betrayal welled up in me, so overwhelming I could barely contain it. All I wanted at this moment was to find Cain and destroy him. I emerged, and for the first time beheld Nosgoth in its former glory. The land overflowed with abundant life and vitality, and I knew with certainty then that the world I had left behind was nothing more than the corpse of Nosgoth, a lifeless husk bled dry by the corruption of Cain's parasitic empire. This was the fragile world Cain sacrificed to preserve his own petty life and ambition, heedless of the profound cost. The sight only deepened my resolve. I sensed that the pillars lay to the northwest. If Cain truly waited to confront me there, I would not disappoint him.
started a while back. I got this coupon at a burger shop, and I won 100-year supply of noodle products. Since then, for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, I'm eating noodles. At first, I liked it, but now, I don't even want to look at it. The only thing that gets me going is the lovely Sunny Funny and her sweet smile. I'll do anything for her. I know! I got it! No! I can't believe.
PaRappa, I didn't know you were such a baby. Such a baby. Such a baby.
But little did I know, this was the beginning of a long adventure. Say alright! Say oh yeah! What you gonna do? I gotta believe!
That's right. I'm in the house. Here it comes. Extra, read all about it. The best burgers in town from all around. People from around the world come and get it. The line goes around like a merry-go-round. Cut. Cut. You gotta eat. Yes, very good. Eat. Very nicely. And getting worse. Cut. Yes. You gotta eat. Yes, very good. Very nicely. And toast. You got to cook. You know, doing good now. Come on, and getting better. Cut. Cut. Very nice. You gotta eat. Eat. Toast. Yes. Toast. Very nice. And now cook. Yes. Right. Burgers, the fries, a shake or a friend. If you're hungry, simply line up at the end. Come on, people, gather round. We got everything you want from all around. Cut the lettuce.
Cut the lettuce.
You got to heat the grill.
Heat the grill.
Toast the buns. My buns are very toasty.
Toast the buns.
Cook the patties.
Cook the patty.
Serve the drinks. Serve them.
Serve the drinks.
And melt the cheese. Ow.
Melt the cheese.
French the fries. French them.
French the fries.
Sweep the floor.
Sweep the floors.
The ketchup, the mustard, the salt, and the pepper. Pour it on right, guys. We got no extra. You watch the grill. Control the flame, guys. Follow the rules. Stay productive and wise. And cook those burgers.
Cook those burgers.
Turn the body over.
Turn that over.
Come on and watch them fries. I'm not kidding.
Watch them fries.
Better execute sooner.
Let's execute sooner.
Getting worse. Watch them fries. I'm not
Watch
kidding.
them fries.
Better execute sooner.
Let's execute sooner.
Getting better. Bring on the ketchup.
Bring on the ketchup.
Don't forget the cheese.
Don't forget the cheese.
Bring on the mustard.
Bring on the mustard.
Handle it with ease.
Handle it with ease.
Burgers is all we have in mind. We cook the best taste buds in mind. Now put it on the tray. Is it for here or to go? Any which way it tastes good, you know. Cook those burgers. Turn the body over.
Cook those burgers. Turn the patty over.
And cut the lettuce. Don't forget the cheese.
Cut the lettuce. Don't forget the cheese.
Toast the buns. French the fries.
Toast the buns. French fries.
Bring on the ketchup. Sweep the floors.
Bring on the ketchup. Sweet floors.
Yeah, now That's what I'm talking about. Now go serve those burgers right now.
All right, I'm off to a good start.
They better mind the arena wall flamers. They can be very, very dangerous. The arena flipper comes into play when a robot's immobilized. A bit of extra insult to injury can be flipped around the arena. That's the pit. Don't want to be going in there too soon. They've got to look out for the blasts of fire from those flame grills. They can do a surprising amount of damage. You don't want to get too close to the corner patrol zones. Once you're in there, it's more pain than you can handle. 3, 2, 1. Activate. I think the sergeant wants a taste of metal. That flipper's ready and waiting for its first victim. The titanium armor, not as effective against that impact as they'd like. Not too easy to cut into titanium armor. Difficult to burn into the titanium armor. The paintwork blistering under that relentless heat. And it's going to barge straight into it! The steel armor giving it some protection from the impact. The titanium's moving up, but now, how long will it hold out? Just a scratch as the spike slides off again. Already a puncture mark as the spike gets stuck in. Nothing serious though, I don't think. Onto the arena flipper they go! Are they ready to fly? The titanium standing up well to the punishment. Bumping and banging. Not a lot of damage so far. The titanium won't be able to stand up to too much of that. Great range from the flamethrower as they blast away. Armor holding up well against the charge. No way to burn into the titanium with that attack. This is classic robot wars. And it's taken a real battering with that blow. The steel armor, unresistant to the flame. Ocean sees his chance, here he goes! The steel taking the punishment well so far. The steel armor giving it some defense against the attack. In it comes for an attack now! Smash! And again, heavy blows from the edge. Difficult to burn into the titanium armor. The flamethrower, not one of the best weapons for this, not much chance of serious damage. Grazing and scraping as it hits. Tough steel armor, making it harder to cut into a floor. The pit opening now on the arena floor. Maybe soon to be occupied by one of these robots. The steel armor giving it some protection from the impact. And in it goes. A lot of weight behind this robot are making good use of it to cause damage. A practice spurt of flame from it there. Don't waste it, guys. Save it for a target. The steel resisting the blade so far. The titanium won't be able to stand up to too much of that. And some serious damage with that blow. Very good charge from this robot. The blade not getting far against the steel shell. The titanium covered body doing its best with the aggressive attack. Lifting weapons ideal for pushing things around. Right to be the damage too. Keep looking, boys.
Three, that big boy. 1. Three, that big boy. 1.
The Hudson River, 2 years ago. We had classified intelligence that a new type of metal gear was scheduled for transport. The whole thing stank, but our noses had been out in the cold too long.
He's right on schedule. He'll know soon enough.
This is Snake. Do you read me, Otacon?
Loud and clear, Snake.
Kept you waiting, huh? I'm at the sneak point.
Everything going okay?
The stealth camo's busted. Landing impact.
We must have overused it. Sorry, but you're gonna have to deal with it. You're not in the military anymore.
Right. I didn't plan on relying on this gadget anyway.
The private sector's not so bad, is it? Privacy guaranteed?
I'm happy as long as no one gives me any more unwanted gifts.
You mean that thing with Naomi?
And I can't say I miss the chattering nanny.
Mailing's not so bad. That reminds me, I have to get in touch with her again about that new Natick flashware.
Diverting toys from the SSCEN again? Look, give her a message from me. Someone will find out, sooner or later. She's better off assuming it sooner and quit while she's safe.
Too true. Okay, Snake, let's get to work. You know how the technical specs of Metal Gear were sold on the black market after Shadow Moses?
All Ocelot's doing.
Exactly. And now every state, group, and .com has its own version of Metal Gear.
Not exactly a classified weapon for today's nuclear powers.
This new one seems to have been designed to wipe the floor with all the other models. The only consistent description is that it's an amphibious, anti-Metal Gear vehicle.
That explains why this one is under Marine Corps jurisdiction.
The mission objective is to make visual confirmation of the new Metal Gear being transported by that tanker and bring back photographic evidence. But I want you first to go up to the top level of the infrastructure, to the bridge. We need to find out where the tanker is headed.
A little reconnaissance, huh?
There's too much we don't know about this new prototype. Capabilities, deployment method. We don't even know how close it is to completion. If we know where the testing arena is, I can start to draw some reasonable conclusions.
All right, I'll head to the bridge ASAP.
Try to avoid confrontations. Our goal is to collect evidence on Metal Gear development and expose it to the world. It would be best if you could get out of there without alerting anyone.
Don't worry, I know the drill. We're not terrorists.
Very good. Don't you forget that you're part of Philanthropy now, an anti-Metal Gear organization and officially recognized by the UN.
Recognized, but still fringe, Otacon.
All right, let's look at your gear. Your weapon is a tranquilizer gun converted from a Beretta M92F.
M9?
It's a little hard to work with because you have to reload after each shot since the slide locks.
Better than scavenging at the mission site. Good suppressor, too.
The chemical stun will take effect in a few seconds and last for hours. You can take down an elephant with that thing. Check out the laser sighting, too. The effects of the anesthetic round will vary depending on what part of the body is hit. We're talking about a difference of tens of seconds between hitting limbs, chest, or head. As for the equipment... Hey, Snake, cigarettes? What's wrong with you?
It's kind of a lucky charm.
You haven't read the Surgeon General's warning, have you? Here's the digital camera. Works almost the same way as your old one.
They don't look armed.
Hey, Earth to Snake. These are nice, upstanding Marines, not terrorists. Don't get caught. You're in stealth mode here.
Sure, and if it comes to that, a little beauty sleep never hurt anyone. By the way, Otacon, are you sure of this intelligence?
Absolutely. Hacked it out of the Pentagon's classified files myself.
No traces?
Oh, please, I'm too good for that.
But this might be a trap. Remember, there's a price on our heads.
You're just being paranoid.
I hope so. Those men, you wouldn't think they were anything but civilians from here.
With all the ships passing on the river and in the harbor, putting uniformed Marines on the deck would be a bad idea. People can get a clear view of the water from Riverside, too.
The water line is too high. According to the navigational plans, this ship should have discharged its cargo upriver.
It's in there, no doubt about it.
The military trains you to watch for threats from the stern on a boat. That's SOP for counter-terror ops, too. Security should be tighter.
You worry too much.
Where's the target?
Satellite surveillance is a major international pastime these days. I'd say the cargo holds, safely below the deck. Do you see the entrance to the holds?
Looks like there are a few entryways into the crew quarters. The chopper. What? Looks like we're not the only ones after Metal Gear tonight.
Is that a chopper I just heard?
Affirmative. Probably another cavalry. What's their game? Hijack?
They're probably targeting the ship's controls.
Otacon, how many men do you need to take over a tanker of this size?
The ship is run by a computer, so I'd say about 18 people.
AKS 74U. Russians?
You sure?
No Marine barber touched that head of hair. I'm transmitting a photo. Let's get an ID on him ASAP.
I'm on it.
Looks like the tanker's theirs now. K-60 Kasatka.
Kasatka? Kamov chopper, right? Killer whale.
We need to get a fix on who they are.
Judging by their transport, aren't they some kind of military commandos?
Not necessarily. It could be the KA-62, the civil model.
Look, Snake, all we need is the photographic evidence of Metal Gear. As long as we have those, we can put it online and blow the whole thing wide open. So no pyrotechnics, okay?
All right. I'll do my best.
This isn't like Shadow Moses. Reach me if anything happens. The frequency's 141.12.
How can I check in and save my progress?
I'll do it. There's a frequency set aside for it. 140.96. Sorry, but no Mei Ling this time. Call me on the codec when you want to save.
Got it.
I'll be waiting just past the Verrazano Bridge. You need to be off that ship by then.
I'll be in touch.
Snake, there's a surveillance camera in place. Once you're in its field of view, an alarm will go off. You can't afford to be seen. You can also use the chaff grenade to set up some electronic interference. The camera will be ineffective for a while. There's a blind spot right beneath the camera. Use it to buy some time. Snake, did you find out where that ship is headed?
Oh, I'm looking at it. 35 degrees longitude, latitude around 58.
More than 500 miles off the coast of the Bermudas, out in the middle of the Atlantic. So the prototype is ready for solo testing. It's basically combat-worthy. That area is outside the Second Fleet's operational range, too. It must be a standalone Marine Corps project, which means this prototype Metal Gear must be designed for independent deployment, without any naval assistance. Anyway, analysis can wait till later. Snake, you need to go down to the holds and locate the actual metal...
has landed. I'm on my way to the tanker holds. Report your status.
Control room, communications and engine room are under control. All entry and exit points to the tanker holds secured. Infrared sensors placed and operational.
Good work. Are the explosives in place?
Yes, they are all planted.
Listen, once we have what we came for, the tanker will be scuttled.
And the vehicle's pilot?
He's the only one who underwent the VR training. No one else can do it.
Are you sure you can trust him?
Your part in the mission is complete. You are to leave at once.
No, it's not over yet.
I can see the moon, even in this storm, pale as death. I have a bad feeling about this mission. You swore this to me, that you would leave the unit once the mission was complete. Do not worry, this is a country of liberty.
No, this is where I belong, with the unit. I have nowhere else to go. Father, I want to stay and fight.
There is no choice to make here, Olga. Need I remind you that you are carrying my grandchild? You will be on the helicopter out of here now.
Damn it.
Freeze! Hands over your head, now! Toss your gun overboard, slowly. A woman. Show your face.
You men, you're all the same.
Who are you?
We are nomads, wanderers.
I said don't move.
Americans, so you shoot women too.
I'm a nomad too. What else do you have there? Take the knife and toss it. Not there. Toss it overboard. Hold that position. Now, turn around.
You know what you're doing. It stopped raining. Not too shabby, is it? New York, I mean. And that brings our tour to its conclusion.
Scout knife with a surprise. You a Spetsnaz?
I think you deserve a little credit. No one's ever dodged that shot of mine. But no one gets lucky twice, either. I've been with the unit since I was born. I grew up on the battlefield. Conflict and victory were my parents. The unit is my life, my family. We share everything, all the bad and all the good. I have no one, nothing except the unit. Nothing else matters to me. Whoever you are, you're not stopping us.
Cipher? Otacon, the ship appears to be under their control. The men have Russian gear, but I haven't been able to find out anything else about their origin.
I know who they are.
You do?
We've ID'd the old man.
Who is he?
Sergei Gerlukovich.
Gerlukovich? One of Ocelot's allies?
Yeah, the GRU colonel. He's the one Ocelot was supposed to meet up with after Shadow Moses.
They're after Metal Gear.
Everything's changed. This is not going to be as simple as we thought.
You could say that. I saw a surveillance remote just now. It looked like the Cipher.
A Marine Cipher T?
No, Army.
First the Marines, then the Russians, now the Army?
You're right. This isn't gonna be simple.
Snake, there's something I have to tell you.
What?
We didn't dig up this info about the new Metal Gear on our own. Not like usual.
How did you find out then?
It was a tip. An anonymous tip.
Anonymous? You've never trusted those. Why would you start now?
I have a younger sister, a stepsister. We have different parents. I only knew her for 2 years.
You've never mentioned her before. So?
The sender of the tip was EE.
EE?
Her name is Emma, but I always call her EE.
Emma? Emmerich?
Yeah, it just caught my eye, you know. I figured it was a coincidence, but I couldn't get it out of my mind. There's really no one out there who knows about her.
When was the last time you saw her?
Over 10 years ago.
You think it's a trap to lure us out here?
I don't know. After I got the tip, I did break into the Pentagon system to get confirmation.
Okay.
Watch your back, Snake. Maybe I screwed up.
I've got a light-equipped USP. I can take them on now. There's no ammo, but it takes a 9mm, just like the Marines' M9. I'll find those somewhere around here.
Don't raise too much racket with that thing.
I hear you.
Raven. Repair of the entranceway to the engine room on the port side is complete. We'll return.
You got me! Stay on lookout for the intruder!
Understood. Assigning more personnel to the starboard entrance to the engine room.
Snake, wait! Don't move!
What?
Look at the walls on both sides of the hall.
I see something. Infrared sensors?
Right, and they're linked to...
Let me guess. Semtex.
Exactly. Plastic explosives.
So this is what they were talking about.
Looks like it. If you trip the sensors...
I'll be sleeping with the fishes, along with this entire ship.
That sounds about right.
I'm not in the mood to go sleep with the fishes, but there are too many sensors. Looks like I'll have to find another way.
No need to worry. There's a way through. Take a close look. Do you see the thing with blinking green lights right next to the explosives? That's the control unit for the sensors. Destroy that, and the sensors stop functioning. You can't get in close enough to touch it, so you'll have to shoot it out. But the M9's knockout rounds won't work. The USP you picked up should do the trick. Use that gun.
A new power has come. A new threat against world peace.
Hearing you loud and clear, Bravo 2. Target updated.
Only the United Peace Force stands between the year 2050 and catastrophe. And you just signed up.
Fully armed and ready to go.
If you want peace, you have to fight for it.
flames of hell! Burn, GB! Burn!
雕章
Liu Bei.
I will fight for love, and I will win. Forward!
Mine! Cow! You're mine!
Let's go!
Hollywood celebrities love to have fun behind the mic, lending their voices to animated films, TV shows, and commercials. Now, top gaming companies are also stepping into the sound booth, recording name talent to give video games more attitude.
Check it out, I'm a goddess.
For SSX Tricky, a high-impact title from EA Sports Big, stars like David Arquette, Oliver Platt, Billy Zane, Patricia Velasquez, and Grammy winner Macy Gray all lent their voices to a cast of outrageous snowboarders.
Oh, ye of little faith.
I've never done voice for a video game before.
Hey, watch your inner self.
It was like nothing like I had expected.
I love to play video games myself.
And they said I'd never amount to nothing.
Our voice work comes first.
You want rough? I'll give you rough.
And then the animators animate to that, which gives you a tremendous sense of freedom and an opportunity to kind of improvise and not feel constrained and really let it rip.
Just kidding!
I've just been saying a lot of crazy things.
Yeah, man, I was getting mad speed! And I hit that lip plow!
That really happened, man.
Now that's Funko-matic.
My party is just beginning. I'm always ready to work up a sweat.
That's fly, super fat, over the top. That's like blue skies. I've never been a video game character. So now I feel like I've made it. I've finally arrived.
So next time you're at the console, keep your ears open. You never know who you might hear.
All right, let's do it.
The terrorists control the front of the building.
He's back. With more girls, gadgets, and guns in a must-have action game for the PlayStation 2. He's Bond. James Bond. 007 in Agent Under Fire.
When you play the game, you feel like James Bond. You're seeing all the different villains, using all the different spy gadgets. You're racing around the world, all these exotic locations. You're seeing all these gorgeous Bond women, and you're saving the world, as you would expect.
Featuring a completely new and original single-player storyline, Agent Under Fire brings the best of Bond's world to interactive gaming.
We've had a fantastic opportunity with a great partner like Electronic Arts to manufacture a storyline from scratch, specifically for Agent Under Fire. Marrying our creative processes and their technology and understanding of how to make games has resulted in a fantastic experience on PlayStation 2.
The design team at EA Games maximized next-generation console technology to thrust the player into the role of the world's most popular secret agent like never before.
We have a number of high-end techniques to take advantage of the full power. So our technology allows multi-pass lighting, shading, textures, real-time animation with blending. We work with ILM, PDI. We work with the best of the best to bring this to life.
Throughout more than 10 action-packed missions, Agent Under Fire delivers the ultimate Bond experience by combining intense first-person action, covert stealth, and white-knuckle driving.
This is the definitive Bond experience for 2001. There's no new film release this year. So this is the place to experience Bond.
I don't know how to thank you.
I'm sure we'll think of something.
時は10年後、鬼の力宿りし新たなる男現る。 この野郎、来るぜ！
本気でやる気は痛い目にあっても知らんぞ。
名前はおゆう、織田二条ゆかりの者よ。
玄馬の魂をお前の力とし、信長を倒すのじゃ。
韓国 JK といえば、 総員流の槍の名手として世間に名だたる男。サイガ孫一といえば言わずと知れた紀州サイガ鉄砲軍団の棟梁。誰だ貴様。
風魔小太郎。助けに来たぞ十兵衛。
行くわよ。
俺も信長が憎いんだ。
信長、お前を切る。
Let's hurry home now, home to Latte and Macaron. What shall we do today? Praying and chatting and singing along. What I see out the window. Butterfly, butterfly, flying so high. Hello there, Macaron, how are you today? Oh no, oops, you did it again.
Latte and Macaron.
Chance to win, well, I am out of here. Taking pictures, making poses, isn't it fun? I can do the two, you know, see, I'm a cameraman.
I'm a cameraman. Okay. Playing and
praise the music, feel the beat. I can do the dance. Watch me how I do it. Can you dance like I do? Shake your body, move your body. It's not very hard. Now you got it. Keep the rhythm. You can dance with me.
shake your body, move your body. It's not very hard. Now you got it. Keep the rhythm. You can dance with me. Play the music, feel the beat. I can do the dance. Watch me how I do it. Can you dance like I do?
I'm getting sleepy now. See